First of all, I should thank Bala sir to give this opportunity to discuss some of the problems facing by the, especially the intervention nephrologists throughout India. So that all the Rana sir and everybody is there, so that we will come some solution for us. So next slide. So I think AV fistula is the best vascular access everybody's knows. So because the balance the medical and economical challenges, and the important thing, I think most of the points has been discussed by Shailendra, and AV fistula are the lifeline to the patients, mainly the ESRD. And the first description of AV fistula was described by the team of nephrologists and surgeons. So the dilemma is between the nephrologists and surgeons, because the surgical creation of AV fistula can sometimes be a tough issue between the nephrologists and surgeons. The general surgeons are skeptical of the surgical skills of the nephrologist. It is particularly difficult for the nephrologist to get the required surgical training of the AVF creations. However, the nephrologists of different part of the world have acquired the surgical skill. So as already discussed, why should the nephrologist, who should perform with the what is that AV fistula creation? Definitely, you see there is a insufficient number of vascular surgeons, especially in the second tier and third tier cities. But in the first tier cities like Chennai and all, there is a lot of vascular surgeons. But when you come to Vellore and the rural like Tiruvannamalai, like that, in our part, there won't be available vascular surgeons. So there is a congestion always. And you can see there is a increasing number of nephrologists are performing the vascular access, as already discussed, that throughout Italy, Germany, Poland, and even in India. India also, almost 20% of nephrologists in India are creating AV fistulas, and 25% nephrologists in China performing the regular dialysis vascular access. So as already told, that the first data, what I know is that from Bala sir from Tirunelveli Kidney Care, and it was published in the Berlin, mainly over the World Congress of Berlin in 2003. A study report, there is no difference in the outcome of the AF creation by the nephrologists and the surgeons. So nephrologist is definitely a justifiable answer, since there is an insufficient number of vascular surgeons and needing adequate training for the creation of vascular access. Because in vascular surgery, the course is available only in Tamil Nadu, but in coming the north, only the CTVS people are doing all the vascular surgeries. And also the requirement of increasing number of nephrologists are involved in the form of vascular access. So the involvement of nephrologists in making AVF helping to fill the gap between the demand and supply of the manpower. That is a very important thing, especially in the second tier and third tier cities. So, and also the past report has shown that excellent long-term outcome from the successful creation of AV fistula by nephrologists. In nephrologists, creating AV fistula helps in shortening the time. Yeah, this is the important thing. It's shortening the time to surgery, because if, for example, if the nephrologist is referring the patient to some urologist or vascular surgeon, the time it will take almost 10 days from the putting of IJ catheter to the creation of AV fistula. And also, they increase the rate of preemptive AV fistula placement. When the nephrologist started doing fistula, definitely the preemptive AV fistula placement is more when compared to the other surgeons, but also reduce the dependency of catheter to initiate hemodialysis. So my advice is, so I did my DM nephrology in Ramanohar, prestigious Ramanohar Lohia Hospital in 2010 to 13. Even at the time itself, even Gangaram is very near to RML. That is, it's only just 0.5 kilometers. Even at the time itself, the DNP residents, my parallel residents, and Amit and Jagan, they also made AV fistula. So, and in my center, Dr. Himanshu Mahapatra is an associate professor. He creates AV fistula. So I got the opportunity to learn AV fistula, and every time I am very interested, I assist his creation of AV fistula. So at the time, but even at the time also, I am not only the assistant for the past 2 years. Only our professor, Dr. Sham Sundar, he told that you take a separate patient, you do the fistula. Whenever anything happens, I will support you, don't worry. But he asked me, don't do brachial fistula, do only radial fistula. Then I got the opportunity at the last year, third year. Then I create the AV fistula separately without any assistance. And also I trained my juniors, second year and first year DM residents. Even they also learned to creation of AV fistula. That is the important thing, that the opportunity that's available for me that make me to learn AV fistula. Because most of the DM nephrology training center, I think in SGPJ they are learning AV fistula creation, but not in South India. The most of the thing they are not learning AV fistula. So what I learned at the time is the side-to-side anastomosis, because what Himanshu Mahapatra did was side-to-side anastomosis, and we used to do at only 50 or 60 probably. So at the end of the DM training, I did almost 63 AF fistulas separately without assistance with minimal complications, but with not a good, but a lot of primary failures at the time. But as I told that, as Shailendra nicely demonstrated that side-to-side anastomosis and end-to-side anastomosis. But once I finished my DM, then I started my practice in my native place, Vellore. I thought that I was the first nephrologist outside CMC. So I thought that I should settle in my native place. So I joined on private hospital, corporate hospital in Vellore. But there already urologist was doing fistula. So initially they told that, okay, you go ahead. But once the number of cases increases, they told that, and they will create a problem. Why you people are creating fistulas? You are not surgeons. Why you are creating fistulas? Then I told that even though I am a nephrologist, I got training during my DM period, and I have learned one skill. I don't want to forget that skill because of the resistance here. I want to continue my skill. Then finally they created a lot of problems. They told that if you enter the OT theater, we won't enter. We won't. Then at the time only, every time any problem happened, I used to discuss with only Dr. Bala sir and Vel Arvind sir. Both are mentor to me because they are the only nephrologists at the time. They are creating AV fistulas in Tamil Nadu. So then every time they will support you, go ahead. You don't give away because you have learned the skill. Then we went to the panel with the medical superintendent, all the professors, and also the director. Since I was the only nephrologist, they don't want to leave me also. Since they accepted that only you want to create only one AV fistula per week, that too you want to create radial AV fistula. Then I accepted the deal because I want to maintain the skill, whatever that I learned. Then and that too you want to only the paying patient, not an insurance patient. So, and they will ask whatever any medical legal issue happen and what you are going to support, what are the things to support that nephrologists are able to create fistula, and what are the support from medical legal issues. At the time, even I won't able to produce that, but I told that any issues, then I will face personally. Then they told that, okay, give it by return, that I give it by return, then I proceeded with the fistula. Then after that 2016, I thought that I should start my own center. So I left the private hospital. Then I started my own hospital setup. Then I able to create the fistula. After the good results, the number of cases increased. Nowadays I am doing almost averagely 10 to 18 fistula per month, 3 to 5 fistula per week. And after that, I changed my technique by talking to Vel Arvind sir and Bala sir from end to side to end to side, because I feel that for creating a brachial fistula, end to side is better so that you can approximate the vein as close to the artery. Then I changed to 60 to 70 because I am feeling better with the 70. But Vel are always advised to go for more microsurgical loops to increase the better results. But still, I am comfortable with the naked eye. So, and another important thing what I learned from the mentor is you can fail at any time, but you should not complicate even a single time. That's a very good important lesson learned from Vel sir and Bala sir. You can fail at any time. That's not a problem, but you can't complicate even a single time. Because the failure doesn't matter. When any complication happens, then everybody is there to stab behind because you are the nephrologist who creating the fistula. And this is the data after my clinical practice 2013. I left from DM. The private practice still the data from June 2021. I almost created, because I am maintaining the data, almost 855 AF fistulas was created. And the important thing is almost 16.6%, 141 were the preemptive AF fistula. Because I am able to convince the patient. And another important thing is, if you are able to do preemptive AF fistulas, you can do very nicely with the radial, and also most of the time the veins won't be damaged. So the preemptive, and also most of the time when you create AV fistula, I am seeing most of the patients after AV fistula, even 1 year, 2 years, they are not going for hemodialysis. They are maintaining the creatinine around 78, and the eGFR is not deteriorating. That's a very happy thing for both the patient and also the nephrologist. As you know, there are very limited resources for prevent the progression of CKD. I think preemptive fistula is one of the important things what I am seeing in my practice, so that they can end up with the dialysis. So this is the data. The mean age of my patients is 51.5 years plus or minus 13.3 years. Among that, 75.7 were males, and for 47.9% are diabetic. And the surgery time, first initially in almost I took 60 to 70 minutes for completing the AV fistula for skin to skin. But after practicing my skill on the interside fistula, now I am able to finish 30 to 40 minutes, the maximum 40 minutes from side to side AV fistula. So that is a good by the learning. Even this all the encouragement given by Vel sir and Bala sir. So another important thing is the average waiting time. Normally, I create AV fistula preemptively, or if the patient came to me as an end-stage renal disease, I usually do 3 dialysis. Fourth day, I will do the AV fistula if the patient convinced. So the average waiting time is 4 days plus or minus 2 days. So that is the main advantage of doing nephrology doing AV fistula. So there is no need for the waiting time, and they won't roam here and there. Another important thing, if you refer to the surgeon, if anything fails, they will come to you and they will ask, sir, you only refer the patient to the surgeon. How they fail, they will ask second more time for the money for the patient of fistula. That is the important problem. But if you are creating own fistula, I won't charge the next time, even if it fails. That is the advantage. So this is my data. I made most of them on left radiocephalic and followed by the right radiocephalic. But still, I am making the brachiocephalic. But I am not doing brachiobasilic. But I did brachial with the basilic without transposition, where I am able to see the vein thin, and there is almost 10 segment of basilic vein that is visible superficial. So according to my data, the primary failures are the permanent failures before hemodialysis suitability. Secondary failure is after once AAU started using the fails. So in my data, almost my primary failure is only 7 to 8%, even though it may be because it may be less. This is maybe the reason because of the good selection of the patient and a clinical examination for going for the surgery. You want to examine thoroughly the artery, vein, and if you have any doubt, you are not able to see the vein, you can use the Doppler so that you can see the vein. And also secondary failure is 5.2%. And the most common cause of the primary failure is the female 6 and the small radial artery is associated in my study. The important thing, because of the female 6 as small artery, as you know, because the males compared to that, and we are most of the time we are doing in the non-dominant hand, and it is comparatively smaller to that of the dominant hand. And thrombosis secondary to hypertension is associated with secondary failure, all we know that. So this is the primary failure and secondary failure. And important, what are the things I have learned during my experiences? Allen test. Whenever you are doing AV fistula, radial artery, you should do Allen test, and you should also make the ulnar arteries also pattern. And another thing we should be doing when you are doing the brachiocephalic fistula, we should be very careful in the smokers and diabetics with atherosclerotic heart disease and low socioeconomic status, because they won't come for follow-up and they won't take the antibiotic, and there were more chance for CLABSI also at that patient. And multiple failure AV fistula. You should be careful in this type of patient, and especially as a thing when you are doing brachio fistula, you should check the reverse flow also. You should remove the clamp on both the side and you see whether the heart flow is both the side is equal. This is the thing I learned from Wheeler. So, and another thing is that CLABSI. Whenever the patient with CLABSI, you should treat the infection thoroughly before going further, because I land up with 3 or 4 radial aneurysm because of the myocardic aneurysm. And hemoglobin should be at least 7 grams, and coagulation profile the platelet should be at least 1 lakh. And it is always better to make the patient as dry before going for dialysis. So fistula better in the post hemodialysis day, because we will land up with most of the time we will land up with pulmonary edema during fistula. But once you open the artery, the patient with pulmonary edema, then it is a big headache for both the patients and the surgeons. And antiplatelet drug, especially clopidogrel and small size artery, you should be very careful. Better go for brachial instead of radial. So this is the main thing. The complication, yeah, this is the important thing. It is easy to create the fistula, but whenever any complication happens, you should have a mindset to manage the complication, because most of the time the fistula its creation is easy. Whenever the complication, you will be able to. If primary failures is not a problem, we can make one more fistula, and if you leave out the surgeon charge, they will be happy. But brachial artery aneurysm, before brachial artery aneurysm happen in my, that's the main thing. If you have give good antibiotic, sometimes and the follow-up. For example, the patient who are coming from medical college, the poor people, they will keep on do dialysis with the same infected catheter. They will go for hypotension and failure, or sometimes that embolic and drop on your fistula site, and they will land up with myocardic aneurysm. So you should be careful for. But still, I am referring the brachial artery aneurysm to the vascular surgeon. But I am repairing the radial artery aneurysm by just putting the BP and also the procedure after I observe from the vascular surgeon. And lymphocyl, if there is no infection, there won't be any problem. The lymphocyl can be treated conservatively. So this is the fistula I made it today. Just I want to show some steps. Just this is the vein I have isolated and artery. After that isolation, so just I have made I am doing end to side fistula. I have just made the hole in the artery, that is arteriotomy, and this is end to side. So I have cut the radial, cephalic vein, So then after that, I am making the base of the cephalic vein in the proximal part of the artery. Then I keep on suturing. So once I finish it, normally I put feeding tube inside the what is that vein so that it is patterned. I am able to do it comfortably. Then I am just completed this end. Then this is the after anastomosis. There is a good dilatation of the vein, and there is also no immediate bleeding. And another important thing is the vein distended very well and it's a good fluid flow. Another important thing. So these are the recommendation which are AV fistula is significantly associated with the less arterial diameter is failure is more common, and hypertension, because when your BP is less than 120, don't go for AV fistula creation on the day. And minimum artery diameter, at least it should be 1.5 millimeter. So after once you learn, then you will be able to think. And the important thing is the clinical examination is important. You should examine the vein thoroughly, and you should feel the artery pulsation. Sometimes because in atherosclerotic, you will see the calcification, complete calcification, then it is very difficult to put the suture. And also if you have any problem, you can go with ultrasound guide. So these are the things. The risk of thrombosis is much often the forearm compared to the upper arm. It's definitely because of the bigger artery, but also for the brachial artery, it is very easy to create fistula because the artery and diameter and vein diameter is good. The problem happens when there is aneurysm in the brachial artery, then you may feel panic because to operate. But fortunately, there is no trauma that is gangrene as a complication in the 855 creations. So another important thing, as I told, that why the nephrologist should create fistula is that we can make the preemptive fistula so that we can prevent the CKD prevention progressions. That way we can postpone the dialysis. That is a important thing, because a lot of study, I am conducting one study by comparing the preemptive fistula with the normal fistula. Definitely there is a delay in the progression of CKD. There's no doubt in it. So coming to the summary, the native fistula is definitely the best access to initiate patients. The functional outcome of AF fistula, most of the study in the literature I have seen that by the trained nephrologist is as far as the surgeons, and the nephrologist creating AV help with shortening the time of surgery. There's a less waiting time, because most of the time I'm seeing when I previously referred to the outside the surgeon, they will come after 20, even they will take minimum 10 to 20 days. Again, they want to put the new IJ catheter. So when they develop CLABSI, there is a headache for both the patients and the nephrologist. And most of the time when they develop hypotension, they will land up with thrombus. Again, they want to go for. So it will be the vicious cycle. But it can be prevented if you are able to do the. And another thing is the follow-up. You can do follow-up better than the surgeon, because they will do one day. After that, you are going to do the follow-up. So and increase the rate of preemptive AF placement and reduce the dependence on the catheter. So these three things, you will get more job satisfaction if you do AF fistula, especially if you the second tier, third tier, if you are not able to do transplant, at least, and it is more lively, because every AF fistula is a lively thing and more bond with the patient. The patient, if you create AF fistula, you won't forget you. Even if the IJ patient can forget, but the fistula patient won't forget you. And the patient first, not fistula first, but avoid a catheter if at all possible. This approach might be best only the AF fistula creation by the nephrologist, so that we can create more preemptive fistulas and less waiting time. So the proper training under guidance and the strong determinants and the perseverance definitely needed. So that I think if most of the people getting training in the institutions or the DM period, it is very easy. They will definitely continue in the practice. But it is, if they want to learn after a DM period, then they need a very that is a more determination and also more interest like silence. Thank you.